We did it, gang! We finally finished our LEGO Star Wars Technic collection with LEGO Star Wars Technic 8001 Battle Droid. And I cannot wait to share the large amount of credit card debt that I accumulated to collect this. Now let's get into the review, goddammit! So yes, we did it. We finally did it. We actually completed the LEGO Technic collection. Now I've been at this for about over a year now, and I'm very happy to finish it by the end of this year so I can go obsess about something else. So yeah, this is 8001. This is the B1 Battle Droid, straight from 2000. Ran for only 1 year to about 2001. Retailed for originally $30, 363 pieces. You can buy it now for about used for about $50, $60, and brand new for $100 and above. I've seen this for about $120. I've seen it in the box for $100 flat. I bought it for about $65 used. Came with the manual, came with some extra pieces, which actually do come with the set, so I was happy everything was included. So you can transform this into a commander, and you can transform it into a security droid. No blue parts for pilot droids, but you can add that later. And most important of all, it came with rubber bands. Actually, a lot of rubber bands, fresh rubber bands, which we know what set to throw this at. And yeah, I'm very pleased with it. It's actually in really good condition for being used. Not a lot of scratches, not a lot of broken pieces here. All the rubber bands are pretty much fresh. All the pieces that are more like bendable, like these ones right here on top of the head, are still pretty good condition, so they're bending nicely, they come in place. And the magnets are still very, very powerful. They're holding up almost 23 years later, and that's really cool because, you know, magnets are really hard to come by in LEGO sets from older sets. Hard to come by as in the sense of, like, are they gonna be still working? Are they still gonna be useful? A lot of people have that problem with the Ultimate Collector's Series Star Destroyer from like what, 2002, 2001, where those magnets really hold together that frame, and obviously sometimes they wear out over time. So yes, these magnets work very well. So enough about, you know, the economics of the set. We're gonna go ahead and start talking about the build, starting with, you know, the coolest part ever, the transformation. All right, to be honest with you, this set's actually kind of dog water. It's too flimsy. The construction isn't that bad, but it can barely stand on its own, and it's just, I don't know, it looks wonky. It's just not, it's not the coolest thing. You think they would get it right, but it's LEGO Technic, so they all like shit. Which is kind of the charm of the set. But this one is just, as cool as it is, it's just clunk. So getting it into shape here is just like a hassle, and keeping it and maintaining it and making it keep its posture and trying to stand up when it's in the combat form is just equal amount of just, you know, takes just as amount of effort to get it into this ball. And if you want to transform it back, all you have to do is you pretty much come in the back end here. You have this push lever, which is nicely activated with the rubber band. Then you're going to want to push it like so, and dooshka. Look at that. But the problem is that when you do that, his legs kind of doesn't really, posture isn't really there. So you really got to make sure you push that piece in. And then, oh, you motherfucker, look at that. I hate this shit. Overall, I think it does a good job, though, of being a battle droid. Like, it looks like a battle droid. But that's what the LEGO Star Wars Technic sets really excel at. And that's just really nailing down the look of droids in the Star Wars universe. The Super Battle Droid looks great. The Droidica looks amazing. And this B1 Battle Droid looks like a B1 Battle Droid. Yes, it looks like a Technic set and it looks kind of clunky, but it gets it down. I do believe they dropped the ball on the humanoid figures, and I think if they strayed away from them and they focused more on the droids, then probably this line would have ran a little bit longer. I would love to have like a Gronk droid or a Mouse droid or more astromech droids like that. Well, not as good as that R2-D2, but a little bit better, because that one thing's kind of like shit. But, you know, if they had more droids, I feel like this line probably would have went a lot longer than it did, and a little bit more successful, because it looks pretty good. I mean, besides the ability that it can't stand up very well, and I gotta have a little hunchback to it, you know, I actually think it does a good, solid job of looking like a B1 Battle Droid. It looks pretty dope. And the coolest thing about this set is probably the best playability that it has, is that it can reach for its gun, and that's where the magnet comes into play. So you want to turn this little Technic gear on the back, and right when you turn it, clink, clink. Ooh, look at that. Look at that. That is so cool. Like, if he was to rob me at night, I wouldn't even be fucking mad, just how smooth that transaction is. But you can't really get it back in there. It's a one-time kind of get. Oh, shit! So yeah, it's just like a one-time kind of gig thing. You really can't do anything else with it. And the blaster itself looks kind of clunky, but it serves the purpose. It just has a magnet on the back here, which connects to that magnet on the hand, and it pretty much just clinks in, as you can tell from that, and it sits there. It doesn't really hold in with the hand anywhere else, so there's nowhere to hold it, put the trigger on it. It just kind of holds in with the magnet, which serves the purpose very well. I'm not mad about it. It works. And it's, like I said, the coolest part of this whole set is that ability to do that. This set is really kicking my ass right now. It's just not wanting to do anything. Overall build, it's a Technic set. You do have that wonderful sand-colored Lego brick right there, all running all around, and we have the mixture of the light bluish gray, but really the stone gray, because light bluish gray doesn't exist yet. And that's pretty much it. You have your black Technic pieces. They kind of keep it very neutral with the colors. But as I stated earlier, you have the options to add yellow for the commander droids, and you have red for security droids, which in doing so, you're going to have to take some parts off, and it's kind of more complicated than you think it is. Pretty much, you're just going to take off these pieces here, there on the little antennas, or the back of the head, I guess you would call it. These antennas are very loose, by the way. We'll get off on topic there for a second. I'm just not really pleased by that. Probably because of the piece. And then you're going to take off these little shoulder pieces right here as well. And that's how you're going to transform them into different ranks or different jobs in the Trade Federation Army, which is pretty cool. No blue, so you can't do a pilot, but it's 2022. What's stopping you from going to Bricklink and buying some and adding on there too? So that's really cool. I guess you could also do some customization to get more of that nice Clone Wars series kind of look, especially the camouflage ones maybe. Overall, it's a pretty solid battle droid on the top here. On the bottom, though, that's where the meat and potatoes run dry here, because I'm just not a fan of these skinny legs because they just don't hold the setup that well. They're pretty much just throwbot pieces from the Technic lines that make up the legs, and then you have some normal Technic ones along with other ones. You know, Bionicle's coming out soon, but throwbots just happen, so they have all these extra pieces. I do like the ability to hit the, let's go up 1 second. I really do like that the reset button right here is kind of in the back and it hits out here, and that's going to reset right there. All the gears in the butt area that pretty much hold it together while it transforms. So that's how you reset the whole thing, and there is your crank action gear for the wonderful, let's do it again. Oh, look at that. I didn't get it in the frame, but that's okay. But that's how you get that little action there to pick up the rifle. And if you swing hard enough, you can probably swing the gun off. All right, I stopped. All right, and that's pretty much really for the build. Oh my gosh, I hate you. And that's pretty much all you can say about the build realistically. The arms are, I guess, the last thing to really hit on it. The arms are nothing really crazy to talk about. This one does have more mobility because you need to pick up the gun from the back. And this one is a little bit more stiffer and doesn't offer that much articulation, except it does give you a little more elbow action here, even though it really doesn't do anything. It's really just there so you can transform it, and it actually gives them more combat, or gives it more of a non-combat look, I guess, or fully folds. I really don't, but it really just does that so you can fold the arms in better when you transform it. The hands do move a little bit. You can open and close them, which looks kind of weird, to be honest, but that's about it. You can do your Rogers. You can probably build a little binocular set to put in there, but that's about it. That's pretty much everything for the build. It's not clunky. It's just, you know, it's a Lego Technic set, so you get what you get. I just wish it was more sturdy and it can actually hold its ass up, but you know, whatever. Well, that's pretty much Lego Star Wars Technic 8001, the Battle Droid, B1 Battle Droid. That's not much really the yam on about. It's a Technic set. It's a Lego Technic set. If you watch other reviews, you know by now. It's a poison. And I take this poison with my own money and knowing damn well what's going to happen with me, and then I get it, and then I experience the same amount of disappointment that I always have. But, you know, now I have it. Now I have this whole collection of disappointment at my disposal, and I think I'm going to hold on to them the rest of my life because they're awesome. That's okay. So thank you for being with me on this journey for Lego Technic. I'm going to try and probably get some more unopened ones. I have the Stormtrooper, I have the Pit Droid, and I have the C-3PO and R2-D2, but damn, that C-3PO is kind of hard to get because he has those gold stickers. So maybe, maybe not. We'll see what can happen on that one. Well, this has been Scott. Those were the bricks, and that was the review. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe, comment, and like if you enjoyed this video, and can't wait to enjoy more of my exclusive content. Exclusive my ass, but you know. Thank you for watching. I appreciate all of you. I really do. And let's hope for more Legos in the future. So here is Scott. Thank you. Fuck this thing, man.